The TT has seen the emergence of a new superstar in recent years, whose spectacular riding on the track and down-to-earth personality off the track have made him hugely popular. Dean Harrison. An unmistakable sight for real road race fans. Dean tucking in behind the fairing of Silicon Racing Kawasaki machinery, a rider and team combination that has yielded considerable success on the Isle of Man in recent years. Like all great road racers, he has the skills to push hard, sometimes even sliding the bike around a lot on track, but possesses an acute sense of what the limits are in this most unforgiving of sports. Let's begin by taking a look at Dean in action on the first sector of the TT course, the start to Glen Helen at the 9.5 mile point. It's his excellent performances on this section that have been a key factor in his TT successes. From the inside of the course on top of Greeba Mountain, you get a superb view of how the course unfolds on the run out to Ballacrayan at the 7.5 mile point. Starting in Douglas, the route takes in Union Mills, Glenvine and Crosby before a more technical section begins at Greeba. Dean has actually singled out the ride from Greeba Castle to Kirkmichael as being his favourite section. So we will take up the action with Dean going through the tricky Greeba Castle S-bend. Fittingly in these clips, he is catching other riders and aboard blue-coloured Team Silicone Racing machinery. In pursuit of TT legend Ian Hutchinson during practicing. In the next two clips, Dean is tackling Greeba Bridge aboard a red MV Augusta in the Junior Classic TT. In both clips, Dean is at the head of proceedings with other magical multi-cylinder machinery directly behind him. From Greeba, the course follows the valley before taking a sharp right at Ballacrayan and heading towards Croncavoddy and Kirkmichael in the northwest of the island. Immediately after Ballacrayan comes Balla Spur, and you can see here how much more enclosed the terrain of the route becomes as the course enters a deep wooded valley leading to Glen Helen. A mile further along is Laurel Bank. Strange though it may sound, some top road racers, Dean included, say that they actually feel safer and go faster when they have all this scenery at the side of the road. compared to the mountain section where the rider's eye view is much more open. This is the Black Dub, a superb undulating S-bend leading into Glen Helen. For me, this location more than any other symbolises the beauty and danger of the TT course. Here the road flirts with a river, woodland and even a rock face. It's exiting here where we will resume the action with Dean in the 2017 Classic TT Superbike race. In the first clip, he is on the tail of popular Austrian rider Horst Seiger. It is at this very spot, by the first commentary point, that the sector time from the start to Glen Helen is taken. And Dean holds the record time for this 9.5 mile section, set in the 2018 Senior TT, at 4 minutes 6.355 seconds. After Glen Helen, the road climbs sharply through Sarah's Cottage and Lamb Fell onto the Cronkavody Straight. Dean holds the course Sector 2 record from Glen Helen to Ballaugh at a jaw-dropping time of 3 minutes 0.62 seconds. And anyone who has driven around the course will tell you what a ridiculously fast time that seems. This all means, though, that for the first 17 miles of the 37.75 mile mountain course, Dean is currently the fastest man in the business. Dean made a mark early in his racing career, with fine results on the roads of Ireland and Scarborough, before making his TT debut in 2011. An impressive 12th place Supersport finish was a highlight from that meeting, and Dean would emerge, tipped by many for future TT greatness. Racing is clearly in Dean's blood, as two of his grandparents raced, his brother Adrian races, and father Conrad has been a very successful sidecar driver. That potential shown as a newcomer was realised in 2013 with a fine runners-up spot in the lightweight TT. Meanwhile, as Dean progressed nicely in his TT career, Father Conrad, who had made his TT debut back in 1993, was getting a string of podium finishes, and after so many years of trying, was desperate to achieve an elusive TT win. Well, I think it's safe to say, in 2014, the stars must have been aligned for the Harrison family when Conrad stood on the top step of the podium alongside passenger Mike Alott, and just a few days later, Dean also got his debut TT win in the lightweight TT race he had been a runner-up in the previous year. A father and son had never won TTs before in the same year, and it surely made all the more special as they were both debut TT victories. This is surely an achievement that won't ever be equalled. An impressive succession of podium finishes would follow for Dean in 2015, 16 and 17, and this is him having a great battle on the road with Peter Hickman on his way to third place in the 2017 senior race. Well, you could be forgiven here for thinking I've just shown you the same clip twice, but this is actually laps 1 and 2 of the race. Such is the precision of Dean's riding that the two clips are near identical. Fast and inch perfect both times through this blind 120 mph series of corners. A relentless fast early pace from Harrison had put him 8.3 seconds ahead of Michael Dunlop at mid-race distance, and a pit lane speeding penalty for Dunlop extended Harrison's lead, and Peter Hickman was promoted to second place. Here, Dean passes almost within arm's length of me on this beautiful sunny day on the mountain. A special mountain moment, frozen in time. He has some serious company here just behind him in the shape of Connor Cummins. Battles on the road were a big feature of the latter stages of this race. Dean leads home James Hillier and Connor Cummins on the road to take his second TT win. James Hillier finishes third and Connor Cummins fourth. There are two Supersport 600 races at the TT, and it's an extremely popular and competitive class. But this class has actually been his most successful to date, with 3 second places and a third spot in addition to his victory. Well, nobody who saw it will ever forget the history-making 2018 Senior TT and Dean's role in perhaps the greatest ever TT race. In an incredible race-long battle with Peter Hickman, there was never at any stage more than a handful of seconds between them. Dean would gain time on the lower sections of the course, and Peter would invariably pull it back over the mountain. A superb climax to the race saw Peter break the lap record with the first 135 mph lap to take victory by just 2 seconds. A disappointed Dean was as gracious as ever in defeat, but his persistent efforts for a big bike win paid off the following year when he took his third TT win in the 2019 Senior TT. The result being a reverse of the previous year, with Hickman finishing second. He had now joined the TT Elite, a true TT superstar. Aboard a superbike in the Senior and Superbike TTs, Dean has notched up 2 runner-up spots and 2 thirds in addition to his win. A great look here at how well he gets tucked in on the Superstock bike. He has been very unlucky not to have had at least one win in this class, having been runner-up 3 times and third once. Dean has been a keen supporter of the Classic TT event held in August, and has 4 wins and 1 second place to his name on classic and post-classic machinery. This shows his versatility as a rider, and the fact he loves racing the TT course on a wide variety of machinery. There are 2 days of practicing, followed by 2 race days at the Southern 100. Let's start with Dean in the thick of some fast and furious action during qualifying. Well, he was right on the pace during practicing. Now let's check out the racing with the first Superbike race. It was a great start for Dean, with a comfortable start-to-finish victory from Michael Dunlop and Jamie Coward. Race 2, the first Supersport race, proved to be an absolute belter. Well, we really need to take another look at that in slow motion. It's Jamie Coward and Michael Evans at the head of proceedings. Dean in third, but looking like he's really on it. Just look how close to the wall he gets here. Next up, it's 2 rising stars of road racing, Dominic Herbertson and Nathan Harrison. Then it's Sam West, Rob Hodson and Michael Sweeney. Brad Vickers surely gets the award for the most stylish and colourful rider on this lap. Here for the first time in this film is Dean's brother Adrian, himself a very good rider, and we'll be seeing much more of him later. This time around, it's Jamie Coward and Dean Harrison who have broken clear. Local duo of Michael Evans and Nathan Harrison locked in battle. I love this shot of Dominic Herbertson knee on the tarmac and showing full commitment on this 120-mile-an-hour corner. Lap 3, and it's the same race order at the front. But then Dean makes his move and seizes the lead. Dean holds on to take victory from Coward, Evans and Nathan Harrison. Adrian Harrison here involved in a tremendous battle in the chasing pack. It's Michael Evans this time who's got the jump on the field. This is exiting Ballachagan, the first corner. Dean, head down on the tank and up for the chase. Local man Paul Cassidy getting some serious front wheel height. It's Evans who still leads from Harrison and Coward. Michael Sweeney here in fourth, trying hard, using all the road. Dean holds off Jamie to take another victory. Sweeney, Evans and Hodson complete the top 5. The third and final Supersport race now, and more quick fire action. Dean off to a great start, and there's plenty of spectacular action right through the field. Here, Alan Brooks makes sure he uses all the road. Right behind is Adrian Harrison, head flat on the tank, just like younger brother Dean. Promising local rider Frankie Stennett. Dean still leads, and Adrian, twice a top 15 TT finisher, powers his way towards the Great Meadow section of the course. A champion in action. But just behind, Jamie Coward is keeping him on his toes. Jamie came desperately close to his first TT win just weeks before this race. Dean bags yet another win. Coward continues his great season with second. French newcomer Xavier Denis leads home a freight train of riders in the battle for 9th place. Close, exciting racing is almost guaranteed at the Southern 100. In the second Superbike race, Dean got off to a great start again and was in a fine battle with Michael Dunlop before a crash ended Michael's hopes. Dean gets yet another win, with Sam West winning that epic scrap for second place from Jamie Coward. The feature race of the meeting is the Southern 100 Championship. Probably the best start of the week propels Dean into a significant lead from Rob Hodson and Ryan Neen. Sam West here in fourth leads another road racing freight train. Wheeling his way to glory in the latter stages of the race. Meanwhile behind, an explosive four-way battle for second is thrilling the fans. But there is no doubt who the man of the meeting and the deserved 2019 solo champion is. Ryan Neen achieved one of the finest results of his career to take second, with Rob Hodson making up the podium. Well, we've seen a few glimpses of Dean's brother Adrian so far in this film, but here he is, showing just what a fine rider he is in an absolutely thrilling race at the 2018 Post-TT Southern 100 Club meeting. You're gonna love this. It's Joey Thompson who's got the hold shot, but he's perhaps a bit too enthusiastic going into this first corner, and a number of riders, Adrian Harrison number 4 included, slip past him. among the tremendous action I filmed from a relative's front garden, we have Adam McLean leading from the late great James Cowton. Joey Thompson has worked his way up to third and Adrian fourth. It's a battle of the Yorkshiremen here, with Jamie Coward leading Adrian in the race for fourth.